Hey everybody, we had a bit of a marathon last time. As Maggie to boss rush. That's me crossing it out. Let's randomize. The Lost Ubermom. Well, we're in for a short one today. That's tough. It's not an easy task. Now I'm just turning on the mod that gives me Mom's knife in our first item room, and we're off to the races. How good would this clip farm be? Well, it's a reroll, I'll tell you that much. D20 is not quite good enough as regular Lost. Like, we're regular Lost. That's okay, as long as we don't get hit on this room. We should have probably exited and re-entered, but whatever. I think that's fine, you know? Like, being regular Lost is okay. Ubermom is tough, don't get me wrong. Like, we need a good run in a few hyper-specific ways, namely, like, lots of damage and also lots of defense. But then on top of that, at least we don't have a Holy card. Like, Holy Mantle probably makes it like 5 times easier, if not more, versus Tainted Lost. Player explodes upon taking damage. What a cool item. That seemed like, you know, I'm sure there's synergies for it. Let's not get negative. Just D20 that right off the bat. Look at that. We got a Moon card. So that sometimes taking all the little steps can help you out. I would look for a secret room with this. I don't even know if that's how it works. I know we have the Moon card, but like in my head, I'm like, although we could use the Moon card right now, I would much rather be in a situation where like we can, you know, we can use a key. We just have to get one in the next 2 floors. Look at that. Okay, then we can definitely use a bomb. Because we do have to go alt path. I gotta remember that. I haven't had the best track record. But anyway... what if we use the Moon card while holding like the gift or something like that, and then as a result find ourselves much more able to get something very worthwhile. This is a pretty good start from a consumable standpoint, but do keep in mind we have picked up like 0 items. Yeah, like literally. Mom's bottle of pills isn't good enough, quite frankly. We should be able to get one more reroll. And as the Lost, you probably want to go deals with the devil. And that's kind of, there's the setup. There's the foundation. I really don't think Low Monstro is like run winning. But it exists and is a nice helper, I suppose. So thank you for that. It at least, I'm not willing to take the chance. Take a chance on me. If you change your something and you're something. I was going to say I'm on a little bit of an ABBA kick. That's not really true. I've been thinking about ABBA now and then, but I've been listening to Zero, but that's okay. That's, you know, when you get a little bit older, sometimes that's just how music works for you. You know, I don't need to listen to the radio. I got all these songs locked in my cerebrum, regardless. I don't know what the point there is. There is none, I suppose. Is there a battery charge? We don't have one necessarily. Let's go to the... Here, my flowchart is very simple. You know, if the boss gives us something that's useless, namely HP, then we reroll. This fight does scare me enough to warrant the use of a bomb. But you also have to be in a position to use the bomb. So I'm kind of just relying on maybe like Mini Monstro. Every little bit of damage that Mini Monstro does is... damage that I don't have to worry about doing myself. It's actually going super well. We should be able to save our bomb. It's all about... how did you dodge that? Like, come on. It's all about just like the way that they interact when they get hit by bullets. Like the knockback is hard to plan for. Everything else is easy though. Like that was great. We will just take a Tears upgrade. And then there's a lot of really good items on our shop that interest me greatly. In the shop pool, I should say, not in our shop proper. Yeah, it's a bit of a spooky item. Because, you know, if you're not paying attention, it's just annoying. We gotta look for our secret room. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna use the Moon card then. I think it's worth it to not leave a secret room behind. because, and even though it didn't work out for us, the odds of a regular secret room being great for us are high enough, and the potential benefit is high enough that we gotta take a look. You know, there's so many good secret room items. I'm gonna be a coward. I'm not gonna go there yet. We're gonna go next time. Curse room. I always... the curse room, even as the lost, people are like, you can get into the curse room, you know, with Holy Mantle and be totally fine. And I'm like, I don't disagree in principle, but in practice, you know, troll bombs can act in weird ways. There could be one of those weird, like, spirits in there that's harder to hit than, like, even the mini haunts. Spawns 2 friendly dips upon clearing a room, huh? That's my choice, then. I have a hard time believing that's, like, amazing. But hey, two poops per room? Nothing to sneeze at. I think we might leave that for a second. Because, like, if we get PhD or something, we'll be much more likely to be happy with pills. If we don't get PhD, then, I don't know, maybe a key is worth something. Similar, I think a bomb just is the only play there. Unless the golden heart instantly pops, but I'm not sure that it does. That's incredible. That actually is, like... It's a very bullish signal. Let's put it that way. That's very positive. It's not a one run, and I only push back on that narrative because it sucks to, like, you know, have sci-fly, but very little else, and then if you lose, people are like, you throw my points, believers, rip. You know, you still need more. Sci-fly, you know, very specifically counters some bullet hell, which is great because we got some bullet hell coming up, but especially if we actually make it to Ubermom. But you need a little bit more. We need a little bit more. So I'm just playing it cool for now. Compass is great, but I've come to realize, I think, like, it's not essential. Like, I don't know, it's probably worth using a bomb to blow up our donation machine, but it's not like, it's not the be-all, end-all. Like, what's Sci-Fly gonna do for us here? That's my question, right? So, like, it's still very possible to lose, but this is... you know, one of the best defensive items in the game. So that's useless, but this is more important. Neither of these have any import for us, really, so we'll definitely take an Incubus. Oh, baby. Okay. We got a ways to go, but we got a good start here. Now, don't forget, you gotta go to the alt path, okay? You gotta go to the alt path. Maybe give the battery baby a little bit of money. Probably unnecessary because there is an extra room available, but simultaneously, I don't mind. We're not worried about the compass. We're worried about maybe getting like a pentagram meet. Nothing. Okay, nothing's all right. Still very happy with the way this floor went. I mean, a combination sci-fly and Incubus. Very positive, very positive. I'm just going to start here. Obviously, it's going to be a bit spooky here. Lot of bullets and a lot of reflection. Very hard to tell what's happening. Thank you, Sci-Fly. Very good for this boss. And look at this. Okay, we're safe. Well, now we're safe. That's what I was hoping for. Okay, so I've been enjoying our trinket, but perfection is really nice. And then you gotta go Lusty Blood here. And then a luck upgrade and a range upgrade. Call me crazy on this one. I actually think this is okay. I at least think when you look at what you could get from a boss room instead, like this is... It's probably above average from the perspective of, like, what the Lost could benefit from. There's a lot of the stuff you get on a boss room is going to be HP ups. I think it's not the worst thing to, you know, roll the dice for a DPS upgrade, but I do also think range is not worth 0 for us. Maybe not worth, you know, a ton, but not worth 0. I think you just take, and that was a terrible decision. But the depression item is also pretty bad. I stand by my philosophy. Okay, deep pockets doesn't change things too much, and we're gonna just get used to it, right? Like, we're gonna be talking a lot of Isaac here. It's that kind of run. Good banter last time. The thing about deep pockets is that it does pay for itself pretty quickly. I thought it only gave you the ability to get over 99 cents. To put it mildly, you can get, like, you know, 10 times over. We definitely wanted a bomb there. But it's not true. It actually, if you don't get a drop on a room, I think it also gives you coins. I thought the other chest would disappear, but I'm happy it didn't. Don't get me wrong. Oh, it did, but only after we blew it up. Okay. Again, you'd probably want to take a chest over a single coin. So I think it does pay for itself pretty quickly. I'm excited to have the chance to prove myself on this run, you know? I've said it maybe 2 episodes ago now. I think we've had a lot of runs recently where we were long shots to win and we lost all of them. But I think, you know, I should have won one of them, at least. So I'm excited to have the chance to prove myself again, you know, to maybe try to take it to the next level. Just make sure you don't go the wrong direction by accident. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we care for a luck upgrade right now. So I'll try the reroll, and the reroll kind of is not that impressive either. Next room is gonna be the mirror, I think. Those don't explode? News to me. Beautiful. Instead of getting 1 bomb, we got 2 bombs. We can just go in, right? Yeah. So nothing fundamentally has changed. You would think that maybe in that case it makes sense for us to fight the boss, but I do kind of look at that as if it's like an unnecessary risk. I mean, there's the rooms leading up to the boss. We'll get some benefits out of it as well, but I don't know. Like, it's probably fine, but you do sort of think about it at the same time. Like, saved. Like, is it really worth it? I mean, just that in and of itself. I'm not a believer that the boss item, like 1 extra boss item, is likely to change your fortunes. So why don't you just keep feeding me consumables? We'll get the heck out of town. Coward. Okay, cool. Coward. You know, I'll be the coward standing on top of the victory podium because I made it to the Catacombs 2. I'm not saying we're going to win the game. That's crazy. Catacombs 2, definitely well within the bounds of plausibility right now. I love how they spelled depleted here. It's like when your pants get ironed too hard. I think we're going to leave. I don't... Well, you know, it's so stupid. I'm not gonna fight the boss on this floor. That's crazy. Cause then, like, I could lose my, I could lose the run for what? But then there, I'm like, we could get another reroll if we just, you know, open the 2 golden chests, fight 2 bosses on this floor. We have the chance to possibly get something that could be beneficial for us. Not smart. But you know what? I'm glad. That's why you think about it. Here's what they think about it. Eternal Heart Forgotten. Yep. So true, bestie. Okay, mine's 1. Still ignoring curse rooms out of a misplaced sense of risk aversion. What does the run need? Well, some extra damage to kickstart Lusty Blood on an individual level. I don't know how this is gonna work, by the way. Okay. That's how it's gonna work. I was about to leave, which I think would have been a smart decision, quite frankly. We could probably open that, but I never want to take the chance, right? If you change your chest, then it's a mimic of 3. Mimic of 3? Parodies don't always make sense. Really wanted the red chest there, but it's my bad for standing in the center of the room. I've done the It's the Key challenge. I know what I should be and should not be doing here. Donkey, 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 donkey. Oh, it's bad, actually, but, you know. So how am I feeling on this run so far? I mean, it's hard to be mad, you know. We got Incubus. It's one of the best Devil Deal items in the game for sure. It scales exceptionally with our damage and tier effects and so on and so forth. I am a little frightened of the bosses that you get on these floors, and I think this is a great example. This boss fight is basically just annoying. I'm not saying, like, you know, badly designed. I'm just annoying. I don't know anybody that's like, this is a cool fight, but you know what? It's actually a great fight for us to build damage on. Yep. Am I annoyed? That's an apt way to describe it. There's an apt for that. Please get away from me. I literally, look, I'm not upset, really, and we're gonna re-roll the randomizer here. I'm not upset, really. I just don't know what the heck you want me to do, okay? When you got a beam coming down the center of spikes, and then on top of that, you got an enemy that explodes into, like, a splash zone, like you're at SeaWorld, and then you got an enemy that shoots bomb flies at you that get knocked back more than anything else that's ever existed in the world of Newtonian physics. Like, I don't know what you want from me there. Either way, we'll randomize. That's Tainted Lilith Hush Lamb. That's a great desalinator. I had the spacebar wrong. Okay. Tainted Lilith Hush Lamb. I wouldn't say I'm upset. You know, if anything, I just feel vindicated. Because oh, okay, so that's a polite way of saying I feel a little upset, I suppose. Because in my head, what I was about to say is every time they've ever tried to do a boss fight in Isaac, that's like, hey, let's try like a new mechanic for a boss fight. It's not my favorite. Hush, Delirium, that boss, who I don't even learn the name of because I only learn the names of things that I respect. Weird elbow boss on the corpse that can basically just ruin your run if you're tainted lost. You just hope it doesn't show up. It can ruin your run if you have melee. You know your limits. Stay within it is all I'm trying to say. But I'm only modestly upset. only modestly. Just take a deep breath, recognize, oh man, once this runs over, first off, now we got a chance for some banter. Secondarily, once this runs over, oh, I have 2 lunches in the fridge, or as of yesterday, I had 2 lunches in the fridge. After my stream yesterday, I said, am I gonna eat that lentil wrap or am I gonna eat the chickpea wrap? I prefer the chickpea wrap. So I ate the lentil wrap because I was like, you know what? I'm in a good mood. So let's eat the lesser of 2 lunches. And then tomorrow, who knows? Maybe I'll lose a lost run in a BS way against one of the most annoying bosses you could possibly face. And then, you know, that chickpea wrap might be hidden a little different. Yes, by the way, I do know the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean. Bean, I should say. Did you just find like a joke book from the 1970s or something like that? You came up with, yeah, I bet. Oh, you came up with that one on the schoolyard in 2003, huh? Yeah, okay, I bet. Yeah, for sure. Here's another good one for you. No Soap Radio. Oh, you thought you came up with that one too, huh? Oh no, he's lost it. He's officially lost it. Okay, Hush Lamb, though, is like... I do think Hush is kind of a... You know, in the same way that Azazel has, like, a range issue, I think that Tainted Lilith might have the same kind of issue against Hush, but I'm you know, genuinely feeling, like, pretty sick about this. I also feel like a Devil Deal's fun, but if you get the opportunity... I think you can almost draw up, like, a generalized axiom for whether to take deals with the Devil or deals with the Angel. And they both have valid use cases, which is a big improvement over the meta, you know, from 6 months ago. If you're, and it varies character to character, but in general, like Tainted Lost, for example, or Lost, if you get Devil Deals for free, I think it makes more sense to get a Devil Deal. But I think that may vary as well. Regardless, thank you. Regardless, Hold on, this is actually important. The sun gains Spirit of the Night, 1.5 damage up. Red hearts become bone hearts, but revert when the effect ends. I don't know, that sounds mega annoying. Judgment. Quite frankly. Chariot Court? I think we're just gonna take the Joker. Tower? There's two Tower, Chariot, Tainted Sun. Yeah, I think we're out of here. Unless, no, that's not a secret room. This is a secret room. That's not a knife. That's not a secret room. This is a knife. This is a secret room. Anyway. On short runs, take deals with the devil. You need the extra, like one extra room, which is what you might get if you go that way. Makes a big difference. On long runs, consider taking the deals with the angel. And this is like, you know, one of the longest types of runs you can get to right here. Joker. Creates a huge aura of light that slows down enemies. I definitely do not mind. Ooh, you should not have shot at that, but... Anyway, how am I doing? I'm doing well. I know I talked about on the last episode. Been on a little bit of like a 2 Isaac run a day wave for a little bit here, which has been nice, you know, to get back in the groove. That's about it. Like, I'm still anecdote dry. This weekend we'll recover more anecdotes. I promise. I will say I've been watching, you know, over dinner, I've been watching, I think it's a bad habit, but it's also very fun. I've been watching dash cam videos from around the world. And it's comforting. I think that everybody thinks that, like, where they live has, like, some of the worst drivers in the world. There might be an exception. Like, I feel, and I don't know if this is true. This is just, maybe I'm stereotyping here. I feel like people in Germany think that Germans are good drivers. I don't know if it's just the perception of, like, the Autobahn and, you know, fahren on the Autobahn and all that stuff. Yeah, this is a Kraftwerk flex. You got a problem? Okay, well then... I was trying to figure out how to say shut your mouth in German, but I don't know the answer, so instead I'll just say Firme the Bush. Regardless, I feel like everybody feels like drivers are horrible where they live. And it's definitely true for Vancouver. Drivers here, you see some crazy stuff. But I've been watching a lot of dash cam footage from around the world, and it almost is, like, inspiring. You know, you're like, people suck everywhere. So maybe, like, in its own weird way, it's kind of, it is made me feel unified. It's less that, you know, people here are uniquely predisposed to be bad drivers, and much more that, there are bad drivers that exist all over the world. But some of this stuff is crazy. Like, sometimes you see a clip and you're like, without, you know, making it seem like accidents are, you know, completely unavoidable. You see a clip and you're like, you know what, I could totally understand how an accident could happen there. Like, there's a dash cam clip I saw. There's a few highway entrances in the Vancouver area where there's both an on-ramp and an off-ramp that occupy the same physical space. So, and I know you're like, what are you talking about? Yeah, no, it sounds too stupid to be real, but it's real. Like Grandview Highway and Willingdon Avenue, on Highway 1, traveling eastbound, I believe. And that's just like a shout out to, I guess, local viewers. But if you drive through that area, you know what I'm talking about. There's like 2 lanes that exit, and they are merged with the lane that enters as well. So you have a group of people entering the highway, legally doing what they're supposed to do, trying to be like, hey, can I get over to the left? While simultaneously, you've got a group of drivers that are like, oh my god, this is my exit, I have to get over to the right. So you have people merging like into the off-ramp and from the on-ramp into the highway simultaneously. It's very silly. Anyway, I saw a clip And I don't think we're going to play the Eddie room, man. I think we're out here. I saw a clip of, like, you know, someone went into the off-ramp trying to get off the highway. Again, well within their rights. Then a semi-truck trying to merge on as well. And then it's like my least favorite kind of dash cam footage, which is like, you know, you might think it's a road rage incident, but it's not. It's like the most annoying kind of dash cam video where the person with the dash cam is like, the person in front of me made a mistake that would make them legally culpable for the accident, and as a result, I choose not to avoid it. Like, they could have easily hit their brakes and avoided the whole thing, but instead, they're just like, well, you shouldn't slow down, and they like, rear-ended them. But then there's some that, you know, I hesitate. I'll stop short of saying that, like, dash cam footage can be funny. But there's some where you're just like, come on, man. Like, I saw one, there was a bunch of, like, motorcycles and ATVs. What a whiff on these, man. There's a bunch of motorcycles and ATVs, and they were all, like, doing wheelies down a busy road. And then one of the persons on a motorcycle was doing a wheelie, and then sped over to one of the ATVs and kicked them while they were doing the wheelie, and both parties involved fell over. Surprise, surprise. I do like Book of Revelations here enough, I think. And you just, at that point, you're just like, really? Like, what did you think was gonna happen? I guess you weren't thinking at all, but I think it's a little bit like it's viral video junk food. Well, this is unfortunate, but you know, when you see like an accident happen, you know, you're like, oh, that sucks. When you see like someone deliberately being reckless and then, you know, they face consequences as a result, I think it feeds into something in the human spirit that's like, well, it's gratifying to watch people reap what they sow, I suppose. There's also, like, another classic clip is the dash cam footage of, like, a car coming up to a roundabout, and then you're like, oh, what's gonna happen here? Because we, in North America especially, and I count myself among this group, don't lie to me, Walt, I'm not that comfortable in the roundabout. Like, it's mostly an exposure thing, like, we don't see them that much here, but whenever I see them, I'm always, like, on extra alert, right? Like, sometimes the GPS is like, take the third exit, and I'm like, I get it, like, I'm pretty sure that's 90 degrees to my left, because you go around in a counterclockwise form, but I gotta think about it twice, for sure, and oftentimes when it's like the, you know, take the second exit or the first exit, I'm like, I don't know what's going on, and I just, you know, let's just say I start going round and round like Rat's favorite song. I'm assuming Rat's favorite song is Round and Round, their own song. With love, you'll find a way, just give it time, you know. You ever see The Wrestler? Mickey Rourke, Marissa Tomei? No? You should, it's good. It's a good movie. Nothing wrong with The Wrestler. Good old Toronto boy, The Wrestler, Mickey Rourke, yeah. Anyway, so that's like my life right now. I've been taking care of the baby, watching dash cam footage, cooking gnocchi bolognese with mild Italian sausage instead of ground beef. That's pretty much it, quite frankly. You ever think it's... Why does herb and garlic cream cheese cost the same as regular cream cheese? Like, it'll shake your belief in economics to the core. Okay? I've been eating some bagels. The saga of my missing toaster has been found. It was in a drawer. In case you were wondering how the resolution of that would come to pass, it turns out it was in my kitchen. I was too lazy to look for it, so I've started eating some toasted bagels. How is it that... and then I have to buy cream cheese, you know? Or I don't have to, but I choose to buy cream cheese. Don't even get me started on sometimes you go to buy cream cheese, and then when you get it home, you try to scoop it, and you're like, this is too fluffy, something's not right. And then you realize, oh, you didn't get cream cheese. You got, like, light cream cheese product. As soon as you see that it says product, I'm like, you know, oh. It's not that big of a deal in like a cosmic sense. Okay, goodbye. We've had such good luck on these deals so far. I think we can totally justify that now. Let's pivot off of our angel deals. Remember, we're going to Hush Lamb. Hush Lamb. Like Bosch and Lamb. What's Bosch and Lamb? Oh, you don't know one of the top 7 bathroom faucet producers in the United States of America? You're in her DMs. I'm using her Bosch and Lamb. We're not the same. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean, quite frankly. I think I can know what it's alluding to, but... Anyway, why is it that, oh... Okie dokie. It seems insane to me that regular cream cheese and, like plain cream cheese and then, like, herb and garlic... smoked salmon, etc., etc. How is it possible that these can be the same price? It doesn't make sense. I ask you. How can they take a cream cheese, add things to it, and then charge the same? Their margins are totally screwed. Okay, one moment here. I think I might need to throw a quick pause in here. I think my services are being requested. All right, I have returned. I'm ready. I got the right attitude. I got a third level meat boy, which I think is actually bad for Hush. Is that correct? Boss armor being what it is, you know, it's like the economy. Boss, you know, with boss armor these days. Jeez Louise. I mean, you gotta have like 30 bombs just to be in the same spot you were 2 years ago. +2? Oh, thank you. Thank you. The version of my chat that exists in my head at all times. We've accomplished the unthinkable. I didn't think we could get this guy to go on the spikes. So I'm just thinking, we got Bloody Lust. Bloody Lust for me is a great item, don't get me wrong. I'm feeling pretty fantastic about some of the stuff we got going on here. I'm also more than willing to lose my fly from Rotten Heart, and we do have a Spirit Heart out there that we can just, you know, rely on, get a little extra damage. Ooh, my bad. For the time being. I should not have taken that, maybe? Apparently there's a red heart in there too. I don't really feel the need at present for more HP. Like I don't feel like it's as compelling to maybe like play our blood bank to try to get a blood bag, but I definitely have no problem now that we have a lot of HP trying to take on this Eddie room to maybe get some angel deals. And the Spirit Hearts are like the Miter is just going out of control right now. The Miter is doing incredible work. This is 33% chance. Let's go! Okay, grants a soul heart and damage when you enter a devil deal and don't take an item. That's not great, but it's the thought that counts, maybe. The Moon teleports you to the ultra secret room. I love it as long as it doesn't soft lock us. And then if you could just give me 7 Spirit Hearts. Man, oh man. That's, look. It's still 30 cents. Like, I'm not disappointed. Grants a permanent stat boost when you pick up a soul heart. Spawns a soul heart on pickup. Dare I say, we've got a synergy. Are you seeing this? So now, like, the Miter plus the item that I should have remembered the name of, but don't. Because I just picked it up and didn't really look at it closely. That's pretty sick. We got a good thing going here. Now, it also... Oh, now you got me thinking. Because I'm like, imagine going into... Oh, hold on, we have so much money. Oh, you shouldn't have. What is this? We don't know. Okay. Death card. May life spring forth from the fallen. I've always said that. Invokes Book of the Dead effect. That's pretty solid. Let's do some donations here, even though we really don't have to... Oh, no, we do. We're on the... I forgot we were on Necropolis too. Man, our donation machine is eating good. We're not gonna do boss rush. Although the idea of doing boss rush after killing everything, or using the death card after killing everything on boss rush is kind of tempting to me. Regardless of this, I think we have, we know what we're doing. You know what the other thing is like an Eddie room appeals to me so greatly now, if we can get one maybe on the womb somewhere, because, and just bear with me on this one, imagine if you can get the 7 spirit hearts from the Eddie room. That's 7 small stat upgrades. Might seem like nothing, but it adds up. I think we're going to get a bunch of stat upgrades anyway, thanks to the miter, but... Oh, man, or imagine like a restock on the Blue Womb shop when inevitably we get back all the money that we just spent on our donation machine. Just trying to flex that I have so much money I could be a philanthropist. Oh, man. Okay, there you go. Plus 0.4 luck. This is exactly what I'm looking for. You've heard of 4 Loco? How about 4 Lucko? Minus 10. Okay. All right. Whoa. You're crazy for this one. We had a card back here as well. What is it? Strength. Very good. Hold on. If we're on Necropolis 2, I was just literally, this is the best timing. You grab the Fool card. You go to Boss Rush. You take the negative because we wanted it, and we have to go to the Lamb anyway. And then we use the Fool card to teleport out after grabbing an item. We haven't had that many opportunities for this lately. This feels like this is like a classic OP run. It is getting a little framey, by the way, but just to be honest, I think that's item descriptions. And I think that the juice is worth the squeeze. I'm peeping. I hope that the door is still open. It is. And I'm... Whoa! Yeah, this was better for us. Never mind, actually, this is pretty much useless. But the only other option was really, like, the Forgotten Soul, or whatever it's called, and I think that kind of stinks. Look at that. You can tell, his brain's got the right, you know, electrolyte composition right now. Yeah, Tech X kind of sucks. With this combination. With this combination! Don't put me in the clip, okay? Now, remember, Lamb fight. Mandelbaum. What I was gonna say is, it feels like that kind of classic, overpowered run. And the beauty of it is that it's not even there yet. It's like, it's almost super overpowered, but really I feel like only the foundation has been laid right now. Lovely. We just need to get, like, oh, dude, I'm telling you that Isaac, or Eddie room, get to the 7 Spirit Heart payout. You know, get an item, maybe, from the Angel Pool that's not bad, unlike Revelations, which I think... If I have a complaint, can I muster a complaint? Yes? Oh, thank you so much. Why be so stingy with something like Revelations? If you ignore a deal with the devil, it's +1 damage. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm exclusively thinking of situations where, like, you get an awesome deal with the devil, but then you're like, oh, I don't want it. Because, you know, oh, I'm gonna miss out on the opportunity cost of the 1 damage. That's pretty stupid. Of me, to be clear. Little stat bonus. Oh, thank you so much. Plus 0.04 speed, don't mind if I do. Jeez Louise, look at, I'm so speedy now, I don't even know what to do with myself. But there will also be situations, you know, perhaps even the bulk of the time, where the deal with the devil's kind of stinky in the first place, and as a result, you just find yourself being like, I wouldn't have wanted to take this regardless, right? So in those situations is great, but as an angel deal, it does feel, to me, a touch underwhelming. I don't think we got a 0.7 damage bonus. I'm pretty sure that that's the literal bonus from Bloody Lust, which is fine. You know, is still part of the gang. I am hoping we get a deal with the devil, of course. Mostly because I want to take the deal. We honestly, like, I don't want to say we don't deserve one, but we have had a lot. We've beaten the odds on a lot of deals with the devil. This is how you know I'm in it to win it, by the way. Like, the stream starts in 25 minutes. We're gonna make it. It is a 40-minute run, hither to this point. Hey, that 0.2 permanent damage bonus there. There's a 40-minute video, at least. Excuse me, multi-track drifting? But in spite of that, I find myself wanting to do everything on the run, or at least wanting to get to the, nope. The possibility of an Eddie room. Because I'm telling you, I think it would... It might not even speed up the run, but it would be fun. We'd have fun doing it. You get a 10-second melee boost. I think I would rather have strength, quite frankly. I'm also realizing, I'm like, you know what? We might be a little late for the stream today. That's what I get for taking the extra 5 seconds to put ice in my cup of cold brew this morning. What was I thinking? Now I'm going to be 20 minutes late. Not 20. I mean, that would be a surprise. Angel bosses drop normal items instead of the key piece. Okay. I don't think that's gonna be anything for us, but why not? And you know, it's bizarre, but I'm not gonna take that. I wanna preserve room for us to get the angel deals or spirit hearts. So does this run beat Hush? Yes, I definitely believe it does. Is it going to be easy? No, I feel like it's probably going to be a little bit of a long one, to be honest. And I also feel like we don't use Book of Revelations right off the bat. Thanks for not letting me get a 4th level Meat Boy, by the way. I was concerned that the run was going to be like too noteworthy. So thanks for giving us Mr. Fred. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun here. I think they tweaked it maybe to make it so you don't know the cards anymore. Or maybe it was like only pills that you saw in the shop that you knew what they were before you bought them. I don't know. I mean, it's better for game integrity for sure. But a bomb for a card? I mean, it's probably worth it to check and see if it's the Hierophant. I mean, I guess it is like a 1 in 15 chance. You might be like 1 in 30 because there's tainted cards. Yeah? Well, does this look like a tainted card to you? Dr. Feynman? Not my greatest bomb. That's okay. I think we gotta just own. Saved. We just gotta own this one. We just gotta go fight the boss. 76% chance of a devil deal. So you're telling me we're probably not gonna get the angel deal, huh? Now, you know I always say like this would be a great time to get the devil deal. Let me flip this on its head a little bit. This would be an absolutely horrible time for me to not get the devil deal. I'd say we could definitely use a little boost. I love Tainted Lilith as a character though, man. I think I'll just be hit if you don't mind. Yeah. I love Tainted Lilith as a character. So much fun. So much, like, base damage. Everything else is kind of inconsequential. Thank you for the deal with the devil. So greatly appreciated. A spirit heart that gives us 0.04. Oh, okay. You know what? Sure. We would have gotten a 1 damage bonus by leaving, but instead we got a 1.2 damage bonus by paying. But it could scale up in the future. It'll probably scale down immediately, but... I know, I see the coupon, don't get me wrong. I have no idea what the heck this would give us here, but... Little range upgrade. Okay, little range upgrade. What does 404 do? Random trinket effect every room. Some trinkets are truly terrible. I don't think I want to do that. Honestly, 2 cards might be kind of the ticket right here. We didn't get a card. Instead, we got a speed down. You know what? Screw it, man. Screw it. I'm sending it. I don't care. I'm going freaking loco. This seems substantially worse. We have Leamington. Am I right? This seems worse. This seems worse. we're getting into some business here. This seems fine. Let's take this in. Stars. Yeah, man. Okay, this seems amazing. Red Stew is a beautiful damage upgrade. Car battery is just going to take things to the next level here. Hey, I got to tell you, when I said that things were looking good, that was before I saw that we had 0.39 speed. A little on the low side. Like, untenable completely. But I gotta tell you, at least for the time, I think you would let this one ride until like Red Stew's good to go, and then you D100 yourself, and who knows what happens from that point onwards, but... This is my kind of Zane, man. We have Isaac's Heart as well. Have you noticed this? Man, it's scary for me that this is still like such a colossal damage up for us, and this is how long it's taken us to beat Hush. It's okay. It is what it is. You know, when you sign up for this, this is what happens. It's crazy that this is a fast run too. Like with all the advantages that we have in this, and all the speed ups that we've done, we're still taking a long time. Not speed ups, because I mean, of course we are at 0.62 speed, but with all the advantages that have made us go faster. Let's put it that way. I like that Leamington, which is actually Book of Virtues. I like that that has not disappeared for us, despite the fact that we have the D100 and now car battery as well. Why is he frozen? You see that guy? He just froze there. He's a real G because he's moving silent like lasagna. Or standing silent like a steak when you're letting it rest. So that when you slice it, the juices don't run out as much. What are you talking about? I don't know, man. I don't know, okay? You know, I'm just working it through here. Just trying to finish off ye old run. I guess we're maybe like charming enemies or something. I have no idea. To be straight up with you, I do not know. What I do know is we got the negative, so we can go this way. I also know 0.39 speed is pretty bad, to put it nicely. But our damage is so high. Like, I mean, this is like a sports science question, right? Could your damage be high enough that having completely untenable speed is still desirable? And I think we're kind of putting that to the test right now. But like, look at the speed, pun intended, I suppose, at which we're chunking through these enemies. This is with no Red Stew bonus anymore. Like, you gotta admit, it's kind of hilarious. It's also kind of hilarious that we couldn't dodge that. Will we live on this run? I mean, I want to say, duh, like, look at it. But I also am kind of like, it's really hard to dodge anything. Keep in mind, we also have Isaac's Heart, which I think is part of / all of the problem. Yeah, I think we got to reroll. Oh, like, immediately. Okay, now we have 1 HP and I'm dead. All right, well, a fun run. I hope you enjoyed it. Still, I had a great time on that one. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!